Yes.
Why baby? Why baba? You know, a woman of timber and caliber, a woman that her wealth extends into another year.
That's cool.
My wealth did not end in 2024.
Of course it didn't.
My riches have become bigger.
Ego the number.
Ego the number. Money is far. It is coming from far.
That's what it is. Hope you brought us Christmas and New Year gifts.
The thing is that yes, I did. I was quite sold-land. You know, I had to give quite a lot of people money. Lots of people begged me for money. So
you had to help the poor.
I helped a lot of poor people. My charity was over there. I mean, if you can ask me, Hausa woman, you not I will give you. I have something for you in my vehicle.
Why would I even ask you?
You don't have to ask me. I give the poor.
But why is he?
Who is the poor, please?
Who is the poor? Well, I mean, she has obviously introduced herself, and right before me is Hajia Halima, the demure, the mindful, the cutesy with a soft-spoken voice, giving her opinion honestly, with absolutely no chaos whatsoever. Shades and
someone might say the exact opposite.
How are you doing, Hajia? Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year, gifted goddess.
Fantastic.
And Mr. Tolulope. Chief Miss, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my sister.
Well, I mean, right beside her is Mr. Tolulokwe, who I don't know if he just came back or he has been here and he didn't go with his counterparts. But I mean, he's here with us. He's here with us. Mr. Tolulokwe, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing absolutely amazing. It's really awesome to be here.
So did you go and come back?
My
IJGB?
one radio station. I would consider myself
settled in.
I've been here since IBHS.
IBHS. Well, I mean, socio-economic, political issues. We try to give our own honest opinion and our side. I mean, we try to look at it from different angles and ensure that we give a balanced conversation right here on Naija Jollof. The Jollof today is spicy. The Jollof today is shocking because yes, as much as it's an uncomfortable conversation, we need to have it. As much as we know that a lot of people don't talk about it, the society is hush-hush about it. They don't really open up, and people are very in their own space when it comes to situations like this. We as a radio station make it a point of duty to have this conversation fair and square, in the very open. Let's talk about it because we never know whose life would be impacted through this. Well, just a few days ago, precisely 4 days ago, a news broke out on social media, in the newspapers, by the way, where it was a particular conversation about predators in classrooms, sodomizing schoolboys. Yes. We know that these acts are perpetrated. Let's not even lie to ourselves. We know. We are quite aware. Because if we say, oh, you know they happen, na lie, it's happening here. Well, the educational system in Nigeria has seen a particular issue that has persisted over time. And there's been a lot of silence and stigma attached to it. Sexual abuse of students by those entrusted to nurture their growth and potential. It's something that we've seen rise to popularity right here in Nigeria. I mean, predators exploit their position of trust, preying on innocent and vulnerable school children, either from female to male, or male to female, or now that we see male to male. Because, I mean, there's a particular story that features a particular newsmaker that has shed light on the calculated tactics employed by these pedophiles. They're exploring measures to safeguard pupils against these things that we're talking about.
And even measures that the parents can, one way or another, impose on their kids, values.
In simple terms, a class teacher.
Say it as it is.
Touching or molesting the students that your child that you dropped at school.
That is who let the dog out.
Woof. If you ask me, who are
because at the end of the day, who released this person from the at the end, I think we will get to a point in this country. And there's something about there are so many angles to this story now. Because one now you need to start doing psychological evaluation on some workers.
I agree.
Because
that is what we call pedophilia.
Pedophile.
Or
Yes.
rather, the act of
pedophilia is the act. Pedophiles are the people.
I went to school.
You
don't
did.
collect me.
And what is crazy is they don't write it on the forehead.
They don't. But with a psychological evaluation, the way they look at the children.
Background check.
Plus, I don't know. During my coming up years, before I gain this amount of work that I do teach. And I teach little children. The woman that was there, she didn't employ any
male teacher
for grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. Now from that's primary,
yeah.
Now you go see man. Those small ones.
Same thing in my school. I never saw a male that was teaching primary 1 or primary 2 or nursery.
Come out to say that it's gender. You are trying to
gender discrimination.
Gender discrimination. But these are the issues. Then secondly, how many places in this country now do mental evaluation before you hand over a child to a ward in the school? Thirdly, the judicial system. The judicial system from where to where. The judicial system is not doing so well, because even if they report,
are they persecuting the people involved?
What is the follow up like? It's not by come and be shouting it here. At the end of the day, they will grant this dog a bail, and then they will start adjourning the court case till
everyone
and this same dog will get appointments in another school and go there.
Yes, and do the same thing again.
The case file will be buried.
Not long ago, we saw the case of the doctor who was in the court for.
Yes,
I think it was his wife that even
it was
him.
His wife reported him that he was molesting his name. No,
his name.
Hannis.
Hannis.
I can't remember his name. His doctor. I can't remember his name. But Kate Henshaw fought tooth and nail to ensure that this man was put in jail.
A doctor.
Now, tell me who's out now.
Now this is an educated person.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. Like a doctor. It's not like
Tell me who's out now on bail. The same doctor.
The same brother.
Yes, he is. He is. I saw the news. I shook. I was like, what? Fingers were pointed towards him. Now, like you earlier mentioned.
What about that celebrity woman? Princess. Now, princess.
Oh yes, that actually put the camera and then got
that camera.
Yes.
When that man,
the actor
come they support the evil person when they do that thing.
Yeah.
They catch you as though the man they actually persecute the issue. The reason why that issue was persecuted because it went viral online.
Yeah.
So there's scrutiny on the police to make sure
to ensure that justice is brought to this person is brought to book. But now this background checks that schools need to do, because if I'm paying
no galanto.
If I'm paying a
even with the
load of money,
even with the guarantor,
people do ridiculous things. You leave home.
You can be able to know if the person was.
I won't even scold parents that pay through their teeth and would rather borrow to take their kids to schools that they can probe.
A proper school.
A proper school. Like now, okay, not all parents can afford these high-end Montessori schools. Ivy League schools. They cannot afford it. But if I'm taking my child to pay a sum of money that sometimes I work so much that literally sometimes it's from my teeth. I'm like, hey, my child's school fees, only to realize that my child is being molested by a teacher in school.
That's ridiculous. Now I'm even thinking
someone's gonna go 6 feet.
Of course,
I'm not a parent, but I'm feeling it because I keep picking for your hand. Teach, because not everybody accepts homeschooling. Nigeria, homeschooling is not. It's not the most accepted method.
But
in Nigeria.
About it now. Growing up, say my mother take risk. I remember when I want to write junior WAEC. He get one person when my mom give me to him, say make him teach me for junior WAEC. Na man.
Trust
and
to.
You know what? Na in house I dey go.
Trust to.
Now completed building.
Trust.
Thinking about it, and I go come out from my mommy's shop.
Trust.
Say you get one thing for that
Delta
State.
Then.
They call it down the slope. How this way they get down the slope. You go need to walk
like
go
back
down.
They have something like that in New York, where I'm from.
So you walk go down. That place na uncompleted building. We go go one corner of the place. You go come they teach me. What if something happens?
What if something happened?
Your name is supposed to be Daniela.
Why in a baby?
You are still lions then.
I mean,
because I was
exactly.
shocked,
It's just like the 97 seconds around the world of a man that went down nine lions then to go and show his girlfriend. They do kill him
They
there.
killed him.
3 lions.
What
But
a
go
one.
on, I was listening to you.
I'm even thinking, right, where my mind is headed to is, I'm thinking of all the possible solutions that can come, because if you put one solution in place from another side, because the case of the doctor, you might want to say, oh, you're sending your kids to high-end schools, Ivy League, because you don't want them to do.
How are you even sure?
Do
You don't want them to
proprietors do
with
background
local
check?
people. Those ones, how are you even
How are you even sure?
Because the
That's-
doctor that we're talking of the other case,
He's educated.
intellectual man.
He's
Educated
intellectual.
man probably has enough start. Let's even go. This is, they say charity begins at home. This is us even starting from
The
from the
home.
home.
The foundation of life.
You know what's going on in some of the homes?
How
know what's
uncles are
going- how
molesting
That is why I don't
before they
even
even
trust
get to
anybody.
school.
Fathers are molesting
every
their
5
children.
girls you speak to. I don't. This is a random theory I want to make based on my own conversations from having friends, going
Yeah.
on dates, just being a guy trying to trust women, and having conversations with them. You speak with every 5 girls, at least 3.
Yeah, no, 3
were molested
3
when
out
they
of
were
5
younger.
girls have been molested. It's
When they
no,
were
it's
young,
no,
3
it's statistics.
molested.
No, it's that's statistically proven, by the way.
Actually.
So I mean, I'm gonna take a different turn. What if? Because I have a friend who's a teacher. He's male, and he said that there was one time there was a girl that was just getting close to him, and he knew that this girl was sexually active. A teacher.
That period, we body
He
don't
could
dey
tell
scratch,
body don't
yeah.
puberty.
Puberty
Now
was
man,
called.
you one day follow.
Puberty. And she's
and
reading romance
literally-
novels.
Exactly.
Yes.
So the things that we even expose our children to at very young age is very important. So
Very,
this girl
very
will come
important. What
and say,
you watch?
Mr. David, Mr. David, I don't cast you, Sha. Mr. David, and you're like, okay, then leave the door open.
As a first starter.
As a first starter, leave
let
the door
everywhere
open.
be.
So I mean, it's not even the kids I'm going to be focusing. The person in question, even if this child is going through puberty and showing you signs of wanting to be close to you, can you have some level of
I'll tell you
mental
this.
stability to know that this is the situation and
tell you
ward off,
Stay away.
stay away from it completely?
Now, waiting as school owners, because this is a very big dent.
It
in the
is.
School. As a school owner now, what is the way forward with this matter?
I'll tell you this.
But let's even ask the people whether
As
they've
a
experienced
parent,
this. Have you heard?
Experiences.
Do you
If
know
you're a
anyone?
parent listening right now, have you had a case? Maybe your neighbor, it could be you.
Or you know of
Yes,
someone
because
that
this is
may.
not just schools. I don't think it's just
It no-
schools.
it
Even
goes
your
beyond
neighbors,
that.
your
Beyond school, but
family,
today's one is
everybody.
even just
It goes
Okay, today's
beyond.
one
No,
because-
it goes beyond just. I think in every facet of life, even in the workplace,
Like I said, in the
Yes,
family.
yes.
in the family,
I
it
said,
can be
in the
seen
family.
across board. But now we're touching on somebody who you handed your child over to train, to teach. Because guess what? They'll keep going back there.
Your children are
Your kids would. It's my teacher.
when they start getting educated, they are more with their teachers than the
Than
parents.
the parents.
Yeah.
Parents have
They
gone
spend
to
how many
hustle,
hours
they
in
have
school?
gone
To work.
has gone to
They
work.
leave home at
Go to school,
6:30.
extra
They
lesson,
go to extra
lessons, all of
lessons.
those
Some of them
stuff.
finish
to
teaching.
higher education
They
lessons.
finish teaching by maybe like 4. So from morning till 4, or morning till 5
Your
to
kids
6,
are in
your
the
kids are in the
presence
hands
and-
of people that you hope to trust, that they're not going to be molested.
You know, I'm even grateful. That
So
we
what are
have-
the what
I'm
are the
even
things
grateful
that you
we're-
think?
I'm grateful that we're having this conversation because it's high time that we put emphasis on the people that are actually raising the next generation, which are
Right.
the teachers. Because for a long time, and this even goes into many areas. For a long time, teacher's job has been seen as the job that you do when you don't have anything to do.
Right.
Yeah.
So have they
Yeah.
been
Most times,
scrutinized?
yes. Most times like that.
Oh yeah. You're done with
Yes,
secondary
I-
school.
I
Hey,
think
go
Yes,
ahead.
you don't have
about it
anything doing. You
When you
just
don't have
go
anything to do,
teach.
you're not going to first start from teaching. So imagine the caliber of people that are going to go and start from teaching.
And their ideologies about
And
life,
the
their
ideology.
experiences.
So when you
Actually,
mentioned
I
something.
believe, okay, you
mentioned
can say
something.
that.
You mentioned something.
But I
before.
believe in a private school, now they always they collect teachers like that. But
Okay.
a public
No,
school,
government
you
schools
Yes,
don't do
yes.
that. Oh,
No,
you
you
have to
can't.
go through your level
Because
1, 2,
my
3,
my
4.
mama a retired teacher.
Yes.
And no be so they take
Oh,
collect
eh? For government schools, they take it upon themselves to ensure.
You know, many times when my mama
even once you are done with secondary
trainings,
screening for certificates.
Yeah, trainings
so
also.
That one now and screening.
Private schools in Nigeria, in
like
Lagos.
That be dumping ground for people whenever I get admission.
Before we open the phone lines, just like you said, I think it now boils down to the individual character,
right,
of the person. You mentioned the scenario now where it was even the girl in her own unconscious way. I would like to say unconscious way
because she doesn't know better. She doesn't know better.
She does. Sometimes we forget that we were once kids. We were once growing up.
Yeah.
From those experiences, we are grateful that we can now know better. But she didn't know better. But that's why you're the adult. You're the mature
You are
one.
the mature
You're the
one.
one that's supposed to have a standard for your.
For yourself as an individual. So, I mean, have you heard of this happen before? Do you know
have
of anything?
Experience?
Have you seen a school where somebody was...
Talk to us. Share your story.
We want to know. 0705-8904-927 is the number to call. 0705-8904-927. Or you can call us on 08050920927. 0805092097. You can also send us a WhatsApp message. WhatsApp is open. I'll give you that number after this call. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What is your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, my name is Toby. I'm calling you from Bariga.
Praise, if I got your name correctly.
My name is Toby. I'm calling from
Toby
Bariga.
from Bariga. Oh, amazing. Toby, it's great to have you here. Talk to us.
Yeah, good evening. I think it's high time government should look into giving a good opportunity to getting teachers, into school. I think some mental checkup should be done.
Yes,
we agree.
I don't talk it.
It definitely says.
Mental checkup should be done because something happened and it's not even in school alone. Something happened in my area in Ibadan some 2 years ago. A father impregnated his own daughter. She's the only one at home. She and the father are supposed to be the only one at home. The mother has to go to the mountain all the time. And
Mountain.
The baby is pregnant. And she has a child now. I don't know how they will be looking at each other in the house.
So now
her father is a child's
her
grand.
child is her sister.
Go on, Toby.
So it's just a steady girl. Like I had to follow the case to a point because my friend is a lawyer. I had to inform him, guy, what's going on? That one informed his mom, who is a child activist lawyer, and they took the case up to an extent, and he had to just tell them to just die down the case. That they want to do anything.
That's why our judicial system needs to reform.
It's a family issue. Not the next thing we go here.
All these things, I think government should just raise a standard for teachers. And even anybody that do this kind of thing, maybe an example should be made. Maybe a life sentence for someone. Maybe that will teach the others a lesson. Like I do this thing, I might go to life in jail or be hanged. I don't know, because this thing is getting more and more on a daily basis.
We definitely agree with you.
All right,
thank you so much, Toby.
Well, make them make example of her. When they don't make example of, because you know why they say even though now good jungle justice. But that time, the fear of jungle justice is at the beginning of wisdom for quite a lot of people.
Yes.
Though we don't approve of it too, because of those alu.
Alu 4 boys.
That was big.
Yes,
that
because
was
sometimes it can result in. But